Hey, my beautiful friends and family. I have a topic I wanted to share with you, and it's a bit of a long one, but please bear with me and try to take the time to hear me out because it affects all of our lives, and it's to be or not to be vaccinated. And this growing divide that I've started to see happen in my own life and specifically on social media. And we as humans have this inherent nature to surround ourselves with things that mesh well with our belief system. And the Josh of when I was 15 years old is not the same Josh now that I'm 40, but the belief systems I had back then I fought for tooth and nail, and throughout most of my life I have sadly have fought, and often my belief systems have morphed, but I rarely go back and go, I'm really sorry for the way I fought for that, because at the time I believed it was right, and now I don't necessarily believe that way. But I see this battle happening. It's a worldwide battle that says you should get vaccinated. It's the right choice, and often people who have chosen not to get vaccinated are going, see, look, here's all the information that says your choice is bad, and it's creating a rift in my life, in my heart, with the people that I care for. I've got a heap of friends in Canada and a heap of friends in Australia that have chosen not to get vaccinated, and there's a part of me, a really sick, twisted part in my brain that goes, I'd like to see someone get really sick from it, not someone I care about, but someone who's unvaccinated to say, haha, I told you so, you should have got vaccinated. But part of that a little snippet of that sickness comes from me wondering if I made a bad choice. And the more information that I read or hear makes me go, oh, this was maybe a bad idea, but I've made the choice. I've, my family's vaccinated, and I don't want to have to feel guilty about my choices. And I guess at the root of it all, like the first key point is that you surround yourself with people who share a similar belief system, and you tend to push things away as humans. Just our nature is to push things away that don't mesh well. And if you can't bring something in to be a part of the belief that you have, or bend it to conform to the way that you believe, then often you'll just keep it at a distance because it's too difficult. Few people could keep someone at a close space that has a strong opposing belief system, especially if they're opinionated. And social media has made everybody opinionated, as we all know. You get a prickly topic or a post, and the thread goes for pages. And with my friends I get into prickly conversations, and to be honest, I think we're all kind of over it. But the point I'm trying to make is this: does it really matter? Like, at the end of the day, everyone is entitled to make their own decision, and none of us really know. The medical professionals say this is the right choice, but then Pfizer's saying, now that it's mutated and there's 16 new protein mutations, the previous vaccine that was helpful for Delta is no longer helpful for Omicron or at all. And so, do we know? No, we don't. Will we know? Yes, we may be dead by the time we know. It might be our children, grandchildren that find out the answer later on, but right now we're in the heart of it, and we have to make tough decisions. And I think one of the things that we all just need to remember is that the people making these decisions are the people you love and care about. And when you fight for the belief rather than fight for the person, you lose the love and the relationship, and you damage the relationship, and it can form wedges between them. And today I asked someone if they were an anti-vaxxer, and they went, no, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm vaccinated in all the other vaccines, but I choose not to be COVID vaccinated. And what I meant to say was, are you vaccinated with COVID vaccine? But because people are, I don't, to be honest, I don't want to be in the minority of people who've chosen not to get it, because you got pressure coming from all angles, and that just is brutal. I couldn't imagine it, and until today I wasn't empathetic enough to how hard it would be to choose to be unvaccinated, not to mention the pressure from the government and the fact that you're losing some of your freedoms, being able to go out to certain places. Now I'm choosing to lose my freedoms because I don't want to get the disease, even because I'm vaccinated, and not leaving the house. But regardless of which, I care about you. I care about all of you who've chosen not to get vaccinated. I don't want to argue about it anymore. I don't want to. I'd prefer it if you didn't have to post all the things that say that the vaccine is horrible. You know, I even had someone post a video, a photo of a zombie saying Pfizer says Merry Christmas. That made me feel bad. It made me feel like maybe what I've done it could cause damage to my child's future, and that breaks my heart. And I know you're just trying to be funny, but we don't need to. The narrative is in our hands here. The social media, we can't control the media and the government, but we can control how we treat each other. And the first step is loving the choices that we make, regardless of if you believe in them or not. And don't try to push. You know, when someone chooses to make their decision later, let them choose to make it. If they want to make it now, that's great. But support each other, love each other, build a community, change the narrative of social media. Don't make it about this opinionated battle. Make it about sharing your stories and your love things and your passion and the joys in your life. Isn't that why we all got on it in the first place? So that's a big long-winded story or idea that I hope made sense. And I just want you all to know that I care about you. And I hope we get through this sooner than later. And I hope to see all your faces as soon as possible. Mwah.